Fiction creators, whether they are writers, directors, or visual artists, are fascinated with the concept of fire. The most dangerous element, the crimson blaze, incredibly difficult to master. That's why characters who manage to tame that wild power will become pyromancer and are as iconic as it comes. Chandra Nalaar, the pyromancer planeswalker from Magic the Gathering, and Zuko, the banished fire prince sent on a quest to retrieve his honor. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings, I'm Alex from Zelrix and you're watching Fusion Factory, the show where I will draw fusion fan art between pop culture characters. If you want to know more about how to draw and understand fusion, be sure to consult the description where my entire system is clearly worded out. You will also find there a playlist of all my fusion videos, but please, you are welcome to watch this video first. And if you are burning up for new content every week, be sure to subscribe and activate the bell to be notified whenever a new video comes up. On that terrible dad joke, let's take a look at our fusion materials. If you've watched my Thanos and Nicol Bolas fusion video, you know that the Magic multiverse is separated in planes, where there are what called blank space in between. One of the only ways to switch planes and to survive this blank space is to be a planeswalker, allowing you to planeswalk. That's where one of Magic's most iconic characters lights up through the battlefield, Chandra Nalaar. At a young age, Chandra's spark ignited and she discovered she had the ability to planeswalk. Only problem, she took that literally and burned her entire surrounding area. With her newly found pyromancer power, she went on a crusade around the multiverse. She became a founding member of the Gatewatch, Magic the Gathering's answer to the Avengers or the Justice League, and was even recently given her own comic book series, which is kinda great. In terms of power and ability, Chandra is a pyromancer, which means she can concentrate mana, the life energy of the world, allowing her to unleash countless fire-related magic spells. And that's pretty much it, a very simple power, but Chandra uses it very versatilely, which makes her a force to be reckoned with in the Magic universe. Visually speaking, Chandra is a mixture between heroic fantasy, wearing a stylized armor, and steampunk, having some scrap iron tech scrambled over her, especially these protective goggles, and let's face it, it's fire. Her strongest point are her beautiful set of hair, which is either represented like a normal crimson mane or a fiery tornado igniting in a maelstrom of light and heat, making Chandra Nalaar one of the most iconic characters in Magic the Gathering. You know the drill: water, earth, fire, air, yada yada yada, Fire Nation attack, yada yada yada, the avatar disappear. Prince Goddamn Zuko!
Is it possible to be more of a fangirl than you when you see this basic-ass character?
No! No. You can insult my girlfriend, my mom, my little brother. You can even insult me. But don't ever say something about Zuko in my presence. Never. Zuko is the Fire Prince, heir to the throne of the Fire Nation, secret identity of the Blue Spirit, and a talented firebender.
Talented? His entire arc is about the fact that he's a bad firebender!
Yes, indeed, Zuko is often regarded as a weak pyromancer. But the fact is that aside from being a bad firebender, he was just what we call a late bloomer. At an early age, it was difficult for him to firebend like his little sister or his dad. But through the years, he developed and became a true master of firebending. At age 13, Zuko misspoke during a war meeting. He was opposed to the idea of a general to send good soldiers to their imminent death.
Those soldiers love and defend our nation. How can you betray them?
And somehow his father, Firelord Ozai, took that as an offense and challenged Zuko to a Dagdikai. A Dagdikai is a firebending duel where the first duelist to get burned will lose. Being scarred by someone else's fire is recognized in the Fire Nation as a great symbol of dishonor and shame.
A bit like you when you watch 13 episodes in a row of The Last Airbender without sleeping, eating, or going to the bathroom?
Yep, exactly like that, except I'm in denial, that's different. It is burned that Zuko will be banished in shame only to return with the Avatar to present to his father Ozai.
You will fight for your honor.
I meant you no disrespect. I am your loyal son.
I looked away.
The way to regain my honor is to find the Avatar. So I will.
He was well on his way to become like his father or his sister, an objective monster. But he is guided by the wisdom of Uncle Iroh, our favorite tea-drinking teddy bear, that Zuko understood that something had to be done to stop the Fire Nation, and he switched camp, being welcome to Team Avatar.
Hello, Zuko here.
You wanna what now? You can't possibly think that any of us would trust you, can you? I mean, how stupid do you think we are?
There's no way we can trust you after everything you've done. We'll never let you join us.
One slip up, give me one reason to think you might hurt Aang, and you won't have to worry about your destiny anymore. Because I'll make sure your destiny ends right then and there.
Eventually. Speaking of power and ability, Zuko is an incredible firebender that is established. But he's also at peak physical strength, being able to shatter an iron chain with only a foot. He's also an incredible acrobat and sword fighter. Design-wise, there isn't much to say. He's clearly Japanese influence, he has long hair, and apart from that big scar on his face, he doesn't have that many defining traits. And it's the proof that sometimes simplicity is the answer, because in the heart of fans, Zuko has become an instantly recognizable character and a face that is the definition of a redemption arc. Zuko and Chandra are two characters that I enjoy very much. If the theme of fire is boiling inside both characters, I believe this is where the similarities stop. Chandra's fire is part of her identity as a pyromancer, and her true quest revolve around protecting the multiverse and protecting the weak against threats. While for Zuko, if you learn to read between the lines, you'll understand that he is indeed scared of his own power, that learning to master fire and overcome his crippling fear of it is part of his character arc.
Firebending in and of itself is not something to fear, but if you don't respect it, it'll chew you up and spit you out like an angry Komodo rhino.
An entire video dedicated to Zuko's relationship with fire. Tell me in the comment section if that interests you. We even see him do well on his own without firebending, and that before he joins the gang's crusade, he thought that fire was an element made of pure chaos and destruction. And I'm mentioning that fact because this is the road I took with this fusion. This is the Ignited! A powerful planeswalker disciple of Chandra who ignited their spark after seeing her die in the future. They then managed to planeswalk with so many intensity that they shattered the gate between the multiverse and were projected in the Avatar universe. Such a powerful action scarred them mentally, erasing their memory of who they were and physically leaving a permanent scar on their eye. Seeing their scar, Fire Lord Zuko then took them under his wing and taught them how to understand and respect fire bending. Now they have learned pyromancy both from a wizard and a firebender, but scared of their own power, they exiled themselves atop of a mountain, living in minimalist human contact to protect the multiverse from their terrible power. I went for a foster fusion, creating a new character just by respecting the themes beneath the fusion materials. For Chandra, I kept the pose and the steampunk aesthetic, but I wanted to find a way to merge it with Zuko's oriental style. So instead of just giving them goggles like Chandra, I drew a regulator that also served as an armor for the character. Obviously, the hair are inspired directly from Chandra, they can turn it on and off, but unfortunately their power is just too strong to control. Zuko is much more present in the writing of the character, but I couldn't resist giving them the emblematic scar in the face defining the past of that person. Since I am fusing a male and female character, I felt that these characters should be gender neutral, so they are non-binary and don't identify whether as a man or a woman. I'm really pleased with the general aesthetic the fire took on this drawing, like these blazing balls of energy are what defines my work, and I am proud of my infernal creative carnage that results. So this is it, guys. Tell me in the comment section what do you think about this fusion and what character do you want me to fuse next. While you're there, remember to subscribe and activate the bell to be notified whenever a new video comes up, and to follow me on Instagram where you can find all my art and all my fan art. I also have a DeviantArt link in the description. Then share this video with all your fiery Avatar and Magic the Gathering fan friends, and as always, thanks for watching.